From the loft of the Caskey Lodge in Kalkaska, Michigan, it's the Rollsreece podcast. And here he is, Rollsreece!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Rollsreece podcast. I am Rollsreece, and I am here in the loft of the Caskey Lodge, Kalkaska, Michigan. And it's, as you may imagine, it's a comfortable log kind of setting. People are, mingling around. It's kind of an elderly crowd around here. They let me in. Not a lot of people know about it. It's a very private club, but I ended up getting some dirt on one of the members, and that dirt is... he wears a toupee. Don't tell anyone. Not you, Ronnie. No, we're not talking about you. Anyway, I'm here to cover all sorts of topics. We're talking music. We're talking television. We're talking movies, video games, life lessons, families, events, sports. It's all going to be covered on the podcast. So stick around, and you're going to be hearing a lot in the episodes to come. But first of all, I'd like to talk about how this all got started. Why am I even doing this? You're probably asking. Right now, you're going, what is he doing? That's right. What am I doing? Well, a long time ago, I thought, maybe I'll get into radio. Maybe that's something I'd be good at. Well, turns out, nope, they didn't want it. As soon as they saw me, get out of here. So I kind of gave that up, went and got a regular job, just started making my way in life. And then some good friends of mine, the Nagy family, Ben, Nicole, Gabriel, and Angelina. We call him Gabe, just to let you know he's a cool guy. And they all encouraged me. They said, hey, Ray, we know you can do this. We bought you a microphone. Now get at it. So I got the microphone. I brought it home. You know, I'm not a computer whiz, but I plug it in. I'm thinking, hey, here we go. Plug it in. Internet, hello. I'm going to be recording now. No, unfortunately, that wasn't the case. You need recording software. So now I'm out there buying the recording software. And, I end up going, I'm trying to save a buck. How much do you need to record a voice? So I go, let's see. We got the top shelf, one lower. We got the middle shelf. Let's go right to the bottom. So I hit rock bottom with some recording software, and let me just say, you get what you pay for. It did not end up well. I had to hire out some friends to help me out with this. They chose to remain nameless. They don't want to be a part of it right now. That's all right. We're going to see what this thing becomes. But they helped me out, and so what ended up happening is I bought a bunch of more hardware. That's right. A bunch of more, and spent some more money and got a lot more help. And then here we are today. We got the podcast rolling. Overall, it's been kind of a nightmare, but I'm having fun with it now. So once again, to the Nagy family, thank you very much. They've been friends of mine for a long time. Even when times were tough, they would kind of bring me in, much like a lost cat, give me food, a bowl of milk maybe, whatever I needed to do. But I've just always really appreciated them as friends, and that's how we're getting to where we're at. Now, what I want to do with this podcast is kind of show a variety of just talents and point of views just from the northern Michigan area. Like I say, I'm in the Caskey Lodge, the loft, Kalkaska, Michigan. But I want to talk about Traverse City. I want to talk about Elk Rapids. I want to talk about Mansalona. I want to talk about all the surrounding towns, Fife Lake, Kingsley. I mean, there's just so many unique areas and towns, and I've happened to have the good fortune of meeting a lot of people from all these areas, and they're all going to be on this show at some point. Mark my words, they're going to be here. So stick around for that. Also, I'm going to bring in some interesting characters. I had talked to my dad, and he's just kind of done everything. He's kind of a, what could I say? A cantankerous son of a bitch. I don't know what else you could call him. But he plays harmonica. He's traveled the country. He's lived out of a car. He's done all that. And he did nothing but talk to me for about 2 to 3 hours straight about ideas for this show. So we're going to bring him on for one episode and see what he's got to say, and other family members. It's kind of an exciting thing launching into something like this, because you always go, hey, do I have the skills? Can I do it? The crowd answer is always, no, we hate you. That's what I'm used to. But the great thing is there's always a few people that are like, yeah, maybe you got something there. And so I'm hoping to reach out to the people way in the back that are going, you know what, maybe he's got something there. Nope, my hearing aid was turned down. No, he's got nothing. But maybe there will be a few people that are going to get on board with it. We'll see. So anyway, a little bit background about me. I am from northern Michigan. Grew up in this area. Loved growing up around here. Got into a lot of trouble. Had a lot of fun doing it. And met a lot of great people. Just through the years, I have done boating. I have done swimming, snorkeling. I have invented my own diving helmet. I have four-wheelers, off-road vehicles, camping trips, keg parties, you name it, I've done it in this area. And we're going to be talking about all those topics along with the people who are actually there. So that'll be fun. And everything we do here is really just kind of off the cuff. We got no schedule. We got no plan other than it's an hour a week, once a week. So that's basically how that's going to go down. When we get going up on YouTube, I want people to know to leave comments, leave questions. We're happy to answer them. We're looking to hear from you. So I'll see if I can get an email up here pretty soon. But that may take some time because I'm trying to come up with different email addresses. So we'll work on that as well. But everything we do here is just going to be geared towards fun, So buckle up, sit back, and enjoy the ride. One of the things I've been wanting to talk about is the drive-through situation in Traverse. Since you cannot go into these restaurants, now you're waiting an hour in a line. Maybe you're not even getting in off the road. It's a problem. We got to take this vaccine, people. I'm telling you, we've got to get these lines shorter. I have to get to Taco Bell. There are days where I haven't been able to get to Taco Bell. It's been a nightmare. I want my fire sauce. I want my hot, spicy stuff on my tacos. So we need to get this virus under control just for the fast food lines alone. If you're with me, leave a comment about that, and we'll talk about it. But the main goal is just to do what I do and kind of ramble and go off on things. Now, a story from my early history in life is I started attending weddings at a very young age, and I remember the first one I was in. I was asked to be not a best man. I was a groomsman, and it ultimately was a really great experience. But throughout this first wedding, when I was 18, I may have had a few drinks here and there. I might have been overserved there. I may have chugged a shot there. And ultimately, I ended up getting very drunk at this wedding. Now, you know how it is. Everyone goes to the head table. They sit there. They give speeches. Now, in this case, the best man was not a loud-spoken gentleman. He spoke very softly. So I am actually in the background, and I'm talking to people looking the other way. Now, in the meantime, this guy is giving a speech. And I did not know this. I was not paying attention. I was overserved. And all of a sudden, I hear a bunch of people cheering. And I had realized someone had just made a speech. I wasn't sure who, but someone had just made a speech. So I immediately, just as a reactionary move, I have no idea why I did this, stood up and said, "Now the best man should make a speech." Little did I know that right before me, the best man had just making a speech. The crowd went silent. You heard the crickets, And then you heard the elderly grandma in the front row. Just a great lady. He just did. So I had to impromptu stand up and make a speech that I had never intended to make, much like I'm doing this podcast, stumbling, fumbling, and I think I was like, well, I think we can all agree that weddings are a great thing, and really just the best to them, because, I mean, come on, this wedding is just a great thing, and all of a sudden, I remember people getting up from their chairs. I was almost forcefully removed from the wedding, but ultimately everything calmed down. We drank some more beer, and everything was fine. But that's the kind of guy I am. I will stand up at inappropriate times at a wedding and say my piece. Now, I've got an idea for a cast of characters I want to bring on the show. They're people I've grown up with. They're people I've worked with. And there are some really funny perspectives out there, and I can't wait to bounce some ideas off them. I do play music. I've got some buddies. We play music. So I can't wait to get some songs that we do here on the show. As a matter of fact, the intro to the show, that little background track, that's something that me and a couple buddies did and kind of decided, hey, let's just adapt it for an intro to the show. Hope you like that. I do a lot of just kind of sitting at home. You know, I haven't been going out much, and I'll tell you, it's not even because of the quarantine. As a matter of fact, the quarantine I was perfectly adapted to. I was always sitting home. I was just sitting there, kind of like, I'm broke. I got no money. I could barely afford gas. So I kind of got into this lifestyle where I was just sitting home and, killing time. And as a result, what I realized is, wow, a lot of time's gone by. There's a lot of people I haven't seen in a long time. So I hope a lot of you that, if I haven't seen you in 5, 10 years, 20 years, maybe at least you can listen to this and you can get an idea how insane I still am and what a nutcase I've become and my ability to ramble. But we're going to get a bunch of different casts of characters on the show. And, I forgot to mention, when you start one of I had no idea about this, but when you start one of these, you have the ability to put in for an intern, much like Kramer from the episode of Seinfeld. If you've seen this, I put in for an intern, and I got one here. He's learning. But let's see if we can get him out. Ricky, come on over here. This is what we do. Come on, buddy. Get up. Ricky. The people want to hear from you, Ricky. No. Ricky! Okay, he's a little shy. We got to get him through orientation. We got to, get him to sign some papers and stuff. And sure, Ricky? Come on, Ricky. Just say something. Okay. Yes, I will get me a cup of coffee, please. Okay. Thanks, Ricky. He's a good dude. He's learning, and we're going to show him the ropes, get him through this, and hopefully he can learn what's going on. But, I like to think about the bigger picture, but in this show, I want to talk about, more of the local scene. There's a lot of stuff happening around here that, is just interesting stuff. And, one of them is the marijuana grow ops. Yeah, that's right. The grow ops. Loving them. They're springing up everywhere. They're benefiting a lot of businesses in the area. And, I've got to meet a lot of the owners and proprietors of them. And they're doing a fantastic job. I mean, they're all going by the books. They're looking for quality. They want people to be happy. And, it seems like a good thing. So, I hope my listeners can, kind of, be able to support that and what's going on. I know it got voted in. So, I'm happy to, encourage that. I mean, it's the right time, the right place. But, hey, it's a good thing. I personally live in Casky. And, they're springing up the whole industrial area of Kasky. I love Kalkaska. They have, and I truly do. I just say Kasky. When you hear me say Kasky, that's a term of love. But, and I'm at the Kasky Lodge. But, it's really, these industrial parks are flip-flopping over to this, and these buildings are perfectly suited for it. I'm seeing a lot of them, and it's a cool thing. So, support your local deal, because it is a local deal. It really is. It's right in your hometown. So, and on top of that, I'd like to talk about the fine job the breweries and the whiskey distillers and everyone else is doing. I know I'm enjoying it. I personally, like to have a weekend where maybe sometimes, you lose a couple hours. It's all in good fun. Maybe you got overserved. Maybe you overserved yourself, as I do quite often. It's all in good fun. So I hope to, maybe even talk to some of those people down the line and, get their opinions on what's going on. I want to do a variety of shows. I want to do shows remotely. We're going to be going out to the ski lodges. We're going to be going out to the restaurants. We're going to be going out to the breweries. We're going to go to all these places and make it work. That's what we do. We make it work. So, stick with me on that, and we'll have been a lot of fun. There was a lot of nerves associated with doing this, as you can tell. There's some nervous energy. I got to learn how to kind of dial it back and talk a little smoother. But, I was driving over here and I just kept building in my head. What am I going to talk about? What am I going to talk about? Originally I wanted a sidekick. Did I need someone to bounce ideas off of? The answer is pretty much yes. I am looking for a sidekick. So, the applications are there. I got my list in mind, and hopefully one of them will hear this and go, yeah, maybe he needs a sidekick. The guy, it sounds like he's mumbling a lot. Yeah, I am mumbling a lot. That's how I do it. That's how I do the podcast. So we're going to try and get a sidekick in here at some point. Could it be you? We'll see. Stay tuned. But no, having a good time doing this. And, I just kind of just like doing my thing. I'm kind of an independent dude. Like I say, I don't really go anywhere. I'm a homebody. I just like to sit at home. For some reason, I've got 2 TVs. One I play video games on. Not gonna lie, I'm a gamer. I'm 43. Deal with it. I don't even know what that means. That's making people that are 43 play video games sound bad. We're a great crowd. Anyway, and then the other one is for watching TV. So I love just to sit there and play a video game, no sound, and then watch a nice movie on the other side. I've seen some gain in that. I've seen people, doing more and more of that. And I just saw something on Yahoo where a guy and his very awesome girlfriend who also played video games, they had 2 big screens. One big screen on the left, one big screen on the right, and then right up top in the middle, boom, pyramid. They got the telly up there. It was amazing. I knew I wasn't alone. I knew there was a community of multi-telly folk out there. So if you're a multi-telly folk, well, hey, leave your comments. I'd be glad to, respond to any questions you have about setting up a multi-telly folk system. I've learned a little bit through the years. I'll probably end up getting a higher quality right now. That's right. One of them is still a tube television. People make fun of me. I just say keep the magnets away from it. You don't want to get a magnet near a tube television. That's for the kids out there who are still learning about how things were in the old days. That's right. Back in the 90s. Way back. That's right. I'm 43. So anyway, we're talking more about, pushing on with better equipment around the Kasky Lodge here. Just looking around me, we see a moose head. I see a bear. I see an elk. but for some reason, they position me by the deer ass on the wall. I am sitting right under a deer ass at the Caskey Lodge. Ronnie? Don't laugh at that, Ronnie. Oh, man, they're just a bunch of old farts. I don't know. They let me record here. What? I can't hear them. Anyway, they have a good selection of booze here, so I'm pretty happy about that. They're bringing me another one. I'm still kind of waiting for Ricky. Ricky! Ricky! Where's my drink? That was a while ago, Ricky. You forgot. Okay, well, that's fine. Just go try it again. Yeah, try it again, Ricky. Just a beer. One beer. Thanks, Ricky. Thanks. Yes. Thanks, Ricky. Yeah, he's learning. He'll do great here. We're gonna keep him around. Ricky's gonna be around for a while. We're even gonna try and get him on the air at some point. That might be tough to do. He is very shy. Okay, I'm looking at him. He's walking to the bar. He's reaching behind the bar right now. Oh, he's reaching away. Now he's reaching back. Ricky, you're not stealing them. Just grab them, Ricky. There you go. There you go. Thanks, Ricky. And he is walking out the door. Ricky! Okay, it's hard to find good help anymore. We'll get Ricky whipped into shape. We had a quick glitch in the system there, folks, but we're back. And, we're hoping that we can get caught up with things. We had a quick glitch in the system there. You might hear a little kind of a skip, but we're back. And another person we could probably talk about is my lawyer. As you know, you kind of launch into something like this. You never know what kind of legal problems you have. So I got a lawyer, Rick Fields. He's a great attorney. His last case, he was representing a junkyard dog. The dog attacked. The guy broke in, but the dog attacked him, and then the dog got sued. I don't know how it's possible, but he got that dog off, and then he cleared him of all charges. Hey, look out there, Ricky! Anyway. So there's a whole cast of characters here in the background. And, we have dinner once a week. We meet down at the Cal Ho. If you're from Kalkaska, you know about the Cal Ho. We meet down there, and we have chicken wings, and we talk about the future. We talk about the past. And, we're learning a lot about the podcasting business. It's something I think you got to ease into. I'm rushing into it. I'm not doing it the right way. I'm on a deadline here. Let's get things done. So I'm rushing through this thing, and but I don't care. I'm having a good time. And here's Ricky. Yes, I don't want your half of beer, Ricky. Just get me a full beer, please, Ricky. Please. Okay, Ricky. He's doing it again, folks. He's going back to the bar. He's reaching for the beer. He has the beer. Oh, okay. Ronnie, he's not the bartender. Okay, he gave a beer to Ronnie. Okay, fine. Give Ronnie the beer. Get me a beer now, Ricky. Yeah, it's fine. Ronnie, stop talking to him. Don't talk. Ronnie! Okay. At some point, I hope to get a beer here because the tensions are running high. A lot of you are business owners or listening to this, and it's hard to get good help. It's just hard to find someone who's willing to, step up and do the job. I've experienced that myself. When I was a teenager, I wasn't great. I'd show up to a job. Luckily, we didn't have cell phones. But I would always find a way, if we were like on a wooded lot, I would find a way to kind of wander off into the woods, and I was the Ricky. They would, Rollsreece! Hey! Yes, you got to go through cycles in life, Ricky, he'll get there. Okay, Ronnie's almost done talking to him. Okay, Ricky? Okay, Ricky. Yep. Uh-huh. Get me the beer, Ricky. Yeah, he's got the beer. He's walking towards me. Thank you, Ricky. Oh, God, we did it. Read it, Ricky. Say hello to the folks. Ricky, say hello. You're trying to be a radio intern, or not podcast, kind of like radio. Ricky? Ricky! Okay, it's like wrangling a cat. I don't know what to do with this guy. We're gonna keep him around though. He seems like he wants to learn. I mean, he drove here himself. He could drive off. He could just leave. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But when you get run into problems in life, sometimes you just got to push through. I look at a problem like a wet paper plate. I'm just pushing right through that thing. I'm busting right through it. It's nothing to me. Other people, they're like, it's like Teflon. I can't get through the problem. What do I do? Imagine it's a paper plate. Push through. You can probably read about it in a book I plan on writing, Motivational Speeches No One Wants. We'll get to it. I'm looking for publishers right now. No response. I'm getting ghosted, but hopefully we can get something going here. I know nothing about sports, but I am looking for someone to do a sports segment. If anyone has any input there, I'm not going to lie. I've tried. I cannot sit down for any kind of a game. I don't know why. All of my friends in life love sports, watch them day and night. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to figure them out. To me, it's just the same background. I don't know why. Whenever I look at, I just see the same background. They're doing stuff with camera angles now, and they're punching it up a little bit. I've always enjoyed the sports video games. That's how big of a nerd I am. Ooh, the sports video games. Don't put a glove on my hand, though. How dare you? I guess I'm that kind of geek. But I do want to get some people in here where we're talking sports and we're getting real, and you're teaching me the ropes. We'll get there. We're all going to get there. And, maybe even get Ricky turned around and get him in here as a sidekick. You're kind of like, I would kind of describe him, he's got like the stocking cap, the kind of the hoodie, it's unzipped. His shirt just has a flower on it. I don't know what's going on there. Kind of the baggy pants, and he's just got some Vans. He's rocking it. So he's kind of a laid-back dude. Funky odor. Might be working in one of the Kasky industrial sites. Who knows? But, I support it too. So good for you, Ricky. And also, I can't wait to go to these remote sites. I really want to do shows from your business. If you want to have anything to do with this podcast, if you enjoy listening to it on the hour ride you have to work in the morning or the hour ride home, and you have a business and you say, hey, if this guy would mention me, I'd give him a beer. I'll do it for that. I will mention your business for one beer. Just like the one, here, I'll give you a little. That's good beer. We're talking the High Life. Actually, I'll just promote them. Miller High Life. Champagne and beers. Now, I've heard people say, it's piss water. I hate it. Everyone's got their brand. We got to understand. We got to be there for each other. We can't be judging us beer for beer. We're brothers in beer. We got to stick together. All beer is good. Unless you're an alcoholic. If you're a severe alcoholic, just scratch that. The beer's bad. You got to stay away from it. Just do what you're doing, alcoholics. But for the people that didn't become alcoholics, isn't that sweet? Just getting a nice cold drink of booze in your veins at the end of the day. Gotta love it. Love it every minute of it. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And, that's right. I do sing Loverboy cover tunes occasionally. We'll get them going. We'll get the Loverboy cover tunes on the show. Maybe we'll get a karaoke machine in here one day, and we'll have the Loverboy challenge. Turn that dial all the way. Shoot me like a rocket. Here's body. Loving every minute of it. All right. Loving every minute of it. All right. Oh. I think I just blew something out. I'm not going to mention what part of the body, but yeah, something just blew out there. Ricky, can you get me an ice pack? Ricky! Ricky! I don't know. He's outside with Ronnie now. I'm worried. I'm worried what he's getting Ronnie into. Ronnie is an elderly gentleman. He's one of the oldest people here at the Caskey Lodge, a senior member. I think he's 92. For some reason, he's taking a shine to Ricky. Yeah, they're getting along a little too good, if you ask me. All right. Oh, I see Ronnie. They've both got their cell phones. Hey, Ricky, don't lose that number. You don't want to call nobody else. Send it off in a letter yourself. Huh? You get it? I just realized that Ronnie's too old to get that and Ricky's too young. Neither one of them get the reference. If you get the reference, put them in the comments to Obscure References, care of the Rollsreece podcast, and we'll respond to that in a future episode. By the way, it is March 26th, 2021, the year of the podcast, as far as I'm concerned. We're here to stay, and my goal is to get maybe, I don't know, 5 views, 6. So if I can get 5 or 6 of you, I'm telling you, you're talking a happy man at that point. I'm going to be up, dancing, singing, all right! Maybe taking a swig. Hold on, let's see if we can get that sound effect going. It's kind of hard because the angle of the microphone. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's sweet. That is some sweet, sweet stuff. But yeah, we're just going to be hanging out, rocking out, maybe talking about some current events. I don't know. Even if it's not even in the paper, I want to hear about it, I went to the store and, I was in a hurry and the lady in front of me was walking slow. I couldn't get around her. And, I've only got an hour lunch. Love hearing those stories. Bring them in. We'll keep them going. I didn't want to get too into that because that was a true story that happened to me. For some reason, every time I go into the grocery store, I get into the slow lane. And let's just say Ronnie, he might be part of the slow lane. Hey, you move at the pace you move, I'm not judging anything, but sometimes you just got to, get out of the slow lane, especially when you're there just for, a thing of pepper. And then 45 minutes later, you get around Ronnie and, you get home. It's too long for a thing of pepper. You got to get in, you got to get out. So I love to hear about the slow lane. Love to hear about the person at work who's bothering you. I like that, or the person at work who you like, let's hear those stories too. Those are the better stories. The one you don't like, that's stressing you out. This guy's giving me problems. I can't handle it. No one wants to get in that vibe. What about this vibe? Hey, these people at work that I work with, freaking great. Love everyone. They all got good stories. They got good stuff to say. That's what we're going to be, wanting to talk about. That's what we're going to be wanting to hear about. I have a job. I have a full-time job. I'm not going to get into it. That's why I'm Rollsreece. But I will say the group of people I work with, pretty freaking awesome. I go in there every day. Sometimes I'm a little too stressed, but there's always someone going, hey, Rollsreece, why don't you take it back a notch? And I'm going, what are you talking about? Hey, yeah, dial it back about 1,000, Rollsreece. Let's get the job done here. Okay. And they bring me down off the ledge. I get worked up. That's my go-to freaking out voice. And for those of you who know me, who know the man behind the Rollsreece, that's true. You know that anytime I freak out, I can't take it anymore. So that's my impression of me. So if you ever want to hang out and see a guy get stressed out in a very comical way, that's me. That's all day. That's all night. Ladies, you interested now? And the crazy thing is that I'm sure a few of you will say, yeah, real interested. We might not be compatible at that point. You're a little too crazy. I don't know. If you're saying yes to that, I'm just saying, you might be a little too lonely. Anyway, so I'm not going to use this as my own personal dating app, that's for sure. It's probably going to have the opposite effect. I actually know some people from some local farm markets that are doing some real interesting things. I got a couple friends. They're going to be coming in and talking about wellness and foraging for mushrooms, wild roots, and the adventures they've been on doing it. Because believe me, you think, foraging for wild roots? Real freaking interesting. Nope, it is. It actually is. There's adventures to be had. There's tree climbing. There's falling out of trees. There's walking through swamps at all times of the year. Oh, man, it's going to be great. I can't wait to have them on here. We're going to have, different generations. Like I said, I am 43. I'm, middle-aged. I'm getting up there. But I actually, a lot of good friends, kids that I've known since they were born. Some of them call me Uncle Ray, some call me Ray, but I want to get them on the podcast too and get their point of view on various things. There's not a one of them that isn't smart as a whip, I tell you. Smart as a whip. So any of you kids out there that know me, I can't wait to have you on the show because you're smart as a whip and you got a quick wit about you. And that's what I like. And so I know all of you are currently clicking off the podcast. To those of you that are still with me, hey, thanks a lot. We're doing great. We're 36 minutes in, and we're rocking the Casbah. And, that's just how it goes when you're a one-man show and you have real no topics to talk about. I wish I could talk more about the Caskey Lodge. It's kind of a secretive place. Like I say, I know secrets, the toupee. But they have been good to me here, The waitress, Denise, she's great. She mainly just sits in the corner. I think she's always on break. I've never seen her behind the bar, now that I think of it. I've only been here a couple times. But here comes Ricky. Ricky and Ronnie. Ricky and Ronnie! What's going on? Ricky, why are Ronnie's eyes so squinty? Ronnie, sit down. He's wobbling, Ricky. Brace him, Ricky! Brace him! All right, get him. Yeah, sit him down. Jeez, Ricky, what are you doing here? We got it. The whole thing is we're from the Caskey Lodge. Yeah, don't do that. Okay, you want to say something, Ricky? Ricky, come over here. Ricky! Ricky! Okay, yeah, we're gonna have some trouble with Ricky here. Yeah, okay, all right. I gotta call him again. I figured out. There we are. There's the freak out voice. Now we're getting back to normal. I will say that I have family members that are spread around the state. I would like to hear from them, hear their perspectives. They have interesting jobs. I have a very close relative that happens to live on the St. Mary's River, and it's amazing to go up there because what you see is gigantic skyscrapers going right by your front window. And what they are is the freighters, of course, but these things are huge. They're freaking huge. And they just kind of glide by, and it's just amazing. So I hope to maybe do a podcast from up there, and when you're there, you can hear the ship going by. And if you're lucky, and if you do the classic trucker horn sign, we might even get one of the ships to give us a blast. And that is something to hear because I've heard it before, and it is amazing to hear them give you a live blast from the St. Mary's Riv. So we'll be looking forward to that. We'll be making that happen. And we got to wait for COVID to clear up. Everyone's got to get the shot. Everyone go get that shot. We got to get those lines shortened up. I'm sick of these lines. We got to get through this. Whew. Freaking out about it. We got to get through this. But I tell you what, I wasn't real excited to get the shot at first. Hear me out. I wasn't excited about it. I didn't know. I wanted to see how it play out. Then I heard that certain places are giving discounts. If you get that card that says you got the shot, guess what? It could be $1 off a chicken sandwich, buddy. So, maybe if you're sitting home going, I don't know if I want the shot. Think about that chicken sandwich that's $1 cheaper that I'm eating and you're not. You're not getting the sweet, sweet $1 off chicken sandwich. I'm not going to say specifically where this was. Maybe this was just a dream I had. I don't know. But I'm saying, I think it sounds like a good thing. There's got to be some discounts happening. So why not take advantage of that? Get out there, get the shot, get the card, get the discounts. I mean, it's going to be a great year. This might be the most discounted year in history. Who knows? Wouldn't that be awesome? I mean, you're out there getting $1 off on everything. More likely, when you show up to the place, they're going to tell you to buck off. But, hey, that's the kind of society we live in nowadays. Oh, sorry, I'm just laughing because Ronnie's kind of slumping in his chair over there. Ronnie! Hey, Ronnie! How you feeling, buddy? Yeah, Denise, get him a drink. Yeah. I hope someone's driving tonight. I hope someone's driving him. Yeah. All right. Back to the action. There's a lot, everyone's like, hey, Ray, why don't you do a video? Don't have the skills. Don't have the technology. Don't have the skills. Ricky, on his resume, said he did have the skills. I've been doing everything, I've been hitting random buttons. I got shocked a few times. I don't even know how that happened, but I was electrocuted a few times. What do? You get up from the floor, you move on. You get shocked, your heart stops. Hey, it starts up again if you're lucky. And you get up and you do the podcast. You get up day in, day out, living, breathing the podcast. So that's what I'm going to be doing from here till, whenever this computer shuts down. And it could improve. I mean, Ricky's still in school. He's learning. That's why he's here, really, to be the engineer. And, he's still in school learning. So, yay. I think he's a sophomore. But if he gets the skills to pay the bills, I think we're going to have something here. Maybe sound effects, maybe some skits, maybe we'll highlight some witty quips. Who knows? We got all that stuff in the future. And I'm just real excited that you folks are here and listening. Chances are this particular podcast, I know all of you. I know every single person who's listening to this podcast. So I really appreciate you sitting down, checking it out. You're all awesome people as far as I'm concerned, and I'm happy to know you. And to the people I haven't seen in a long time, hey, welcome back, Maybe we can't hang out, but, we're kind of hanging out. You show up, the great thing is you can turn me off anytime. It's better than hanging out in person. Imagine me rambling like this, maybe you're trying to tell me about your day. Hey, Ray, great story, about the Taco Bell line. But, actually, I went bankrupt today. I might not hear that. I might not hear that side. I'm too wrapped up in the Taco Bell line. I can't get over it. So, that's the good thing. You can say, you know what? I just need a minute here. And you can hit pause. Or maybe you just say, I can't do this. I cannot listen to this for 1 second longer. You just don't. It's just, you're done. You're just out. And hey, that's fine. You gave it a shot, and that's more than most people did. But to the people who have stuck around, hey, if you subscribe to this, you can get alerts. I'm going to be doing it once a week. So, I mean, it's probably going to be on a weekend. You know, like I say, I got a full-time job. I got to make a buck. I got to get out there and make my money. So, you know, but I've been putting them out there and just super happy to have anyone listening at all. So, once again, thank you. Subscribe if you want. And I know people usually say it at the end, but I'm just saying it now, and I'll say it at the end. Subscribe. Don't subscribe. The Rollsreece podcast, you know, it could be a beautiful thing. You know, we get a dialogue going here. We start getting a panel going. You know, that's something I'm looking forward to the next one. I'm going to assemble a panel of misfits, and we're really going to go off on that one. But this is more of an introductory podcast. Now you can hear me. You can hear, you know, how insane and rambling and how the thoughts aren't connected. And, you know, maybe he needs help. And I'm glad this isn't smell a pod, because you wouldn't want to smell it either. You know, there are some smells here. The Caskey Lodge, you know, they're a private club. They allow cigar smoking. And like I say, it's, you know, an older crowd, little loose with letting loose, you know, if you know what I mean. There's kind of a sulfury background smell, if I could be so kind. And you know, so now that I think about it, you know, maybe we won't be doing a whole lot more podcasting from the Caskey Lodge. But nope, Denise is saying yes. She's going, yes, do it. Ha! Thank you, Denise. All right. Well, we got one supporter. Denise, you rock. Hey, Denise, have you seen Ricky? What? Could you call him in? Yeah. I might need another beer. Yeah. Well, I know you're actually Denise, you've been working too hard. Ricky, you'll do it. Ricky will do it. Okay, thanks, Denise. Okay, she's getting Ricky now. Because as you've probably heard throughout the podcast, I've been doing a little drinking, and I'm having a good time doing it. Maybe you're listening, having a few beers, and you've realized, hey, I'm not getting drunk quick enough for this podcast. Yeah, you're probably not. And I'm getting some looks from the crowd. Yeah, they look like they need to get drunker. So we'll get that going. But, you know, just overall, it's going to be kind of a variety show. You know, I don't want any two casts to be the same. It's going to be something different every single time. And, you know, and maybe there'll be some more rambling episodes. You know, maybe I'll actually think ahead a little more and, you know, come up with some topics to rant on, whatever, you know. It's all good. You know, we've all actually probably got some kind of story to tell in life. You know, I mean, you get together with friends, you know, the next table over might say, hey, sir, could you quiet down? But your friends think the story's interesting. So, I mean, I hear that a lot. You know, sir, could you please quiet down? This is a church. And, you know, sometimes you just forget where you're at, you know. Beer is not allowed in a church, sir. Beer is not allowed. You forget stuff like that. And sometimes you forget, hey, there's communion wine in here. I'll take a little bit. But you know, we're just keeping it rolling here. Oh, there's Ricky. There's Ricky. Ricky! Hey! Yeah, good. Okay, good to see you, buddy. Use that. Brace yourself on that door. Okay, Ricky, I need you to get me another beer. Can you do that, Ricky? Okay, he's going towards the bar. He's making his way by Denise. Denise gave him a little pat on the hand. Denise, jeez, I think she likes Ricky. He's going over around the bar. He's getting into the cooler, which is really a refrigerator, but I call it the cooler. The ice chest. He got into the ice box filled with ice and hay to keep things cold all year round. And he's getting in there. There you go, Ricky. You're going to do it, Ricky. Let's go for 2. Ricky! And he stopped at it. He's sitting next to Ronnie. He just cracked the beer and he just slumped in the chair. Okay. Who overserved Ricky? I know it wasn't you, Denise. I haven't seen you get up from that chair. Okay. All right. This is just background drama. There's probably going to be a lot of this in the podcast. And, I'm looking forward to seeing how it all unfolds as time goes on. I've been wanting to, just keep it an hour. I could ramble like this for 4 or 5 hours at a time, probably at all night. You just heard me say shit. Yeah, there'll be a little language on here too. If you're a guest on this show, for future guests, we'll be talking a little shit every now and then. So, if you come on here and you let some shit slip out, hey, no problem. It's all good. So just, that we got to talk like people talk, don't we? We got to talk like regular people talk. Or what are we doing here? I mean, what game are we playing at, So we'll just have a good time. I'm actually looking forward to doing a couple of these live concerts too in studio. I got some pretty funny people that play music and some really talented people. And we're going to be writing some songs. And believe me, once this stuff starts unfolding, maybe you won't need to, drink as much during the show. Maybe you'll work your way towards sobriety because you'll just go, hey, this isn't a bad show. I'll just listen to this, and I don't need to drink to get through it, So, especially if you're a friend or a relative, I'm always going, hey, what'd you think? And they're going, yeah, it was good. I liked it. It was great. Yeah, just Rollsreece. It was great, Rollsreece. And you won't have to suck down the lies. Glitch. We had another glitch in the system here, and I don't know what got recorded or what not, but we got a little glitch in the system. And but I just wanted to say, look for more to come. This was the intro to Rollsreece, and I just can't thank all of you enough for listening. I'm looking forward to having you as guests, and I'm looking forward to have you as just listeners and friends via podcast. So thanks a lot, everybody. This has been the Rollsreece podcast from the loft of the Caskey Lodge. I'd like to say goodnight to Denise, Ronnie, Ricky! Ricky! We're going to get Ricky a ride home. And to all of you, have a wonderful week. We'll talk to you next week.